questions.
Okay, good.
Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. We all know how important it is to introduce children to gardening. It gets them connected with nature, it teaches them healthy habits, it stimulates their curiosity and their interest in the surrounding world. And I really think that school gardens are one of the most important things for children. However, school gardens rely on volunteers, parent volunteers, quite a lot. I was introduced to Christy and Shelley, two parent volunteers for the school, and they've taken that task and you ladies have run with it. This garden is absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here. Can you guys tell me how did you get started with this amazing garden?
Well, honestly, it started almost 3 years ago. My neighbors moved in across the street and they were looking for a school to go to, and they didn't want to come to the school because it was a little rundown because our garden beds were like 6 feet tall of weeds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no. So I went to the office and I'm like, hi, who's in charge? And they're like, oh, do you want to be? So then I brought my kids out every day that summer. We pulled weeds, cleaned up everything, and then I kind of was trying to search for lessons on my own and couldn't find anything that kind of matched. I love Alice Waters and Edible Schoolyard. So I was trying to bring Alice Waters' situation to this area. So I followed her and emailed several times, and then I came up with my lesson plans and did that all by myself for about 1 school year. Okay. And it was really stressful, lost a lot of sleep. And then during the summertime, I was out here and she's like, hey, you should put these cow panels up. And I'm like, this girl watches too much TikTok. So
Hey,
I'm like,
you
can do it. So that's where we met. We've been inseparable.
Yeah, so it's been fun. And 3 years later, this is what
Going
we're
on year
working
4.
So let me grab the camera and I'm going to show you all this fabulous garden that is a school garden, might I remind you. All right, ladies, first let's talk about this cute sign. Where's the sign from?
So Christy and I make all of our signs for the garden using scrap wood. So any label we need to make, we find scraps and we paint it.
I love it.
She's really the artistic. I see something and I'm like somewhere and I'm like, Shelly, can you make this? And Saturday night she sends me a screenshot of it and I'm like, oh my God, you made that?
I mean, just the garden. When I drove up and saw this, I went like, oh, we're at this level.
Yes, we are at this
It's not even a level, it's scrap
No, it's
wood
a level.
and
I
paint.
No, but just the
But then
fact
we
that you
added the
did
orchard,
that.
so
It's so
But your
cute.
school garden doesn't have to have these.
No. I was introduced to you all by a podcast, which I will link that podcast down below. But one of you was talking about how your school garden can be a 4x4 garden bed, right? It doesn't have to be something like this. You can just get started very, very small, which I just thought was so wonderful.
well, it is. If you start small, that gives you a foundation to understand what you're doing. If you're not big in gardening, it gives you the opportunity to be like, okay, it's small, it's manageable, and then you realize what you can build up from, what you want to add, what you love. Christy and I add things that we love and that the kids love.
Yes.
So when you come in, you'll see things that this is a hands-on garden for kids. They can touch, they can eat, they can do, they can't run, they can't throw rocks.
Yeah.
But it's a hands-on garden.
Yeah, and also having one garden, like a small space, gets buy-in. We had to prove ourselves almost that this was like, the kids were actually learning here and hands-on. And once you get that, then people are willing to help and expand.
Right.
That's what happened here. Because
Right.
our garden ended right here at the shed.
Oh, okay.
This is all new.
Oh
And
my
we took this on ourselves,
gosh.
and this fence.
We have
Oh.
an expansion project.
I love it.
So this is our expansion project, and we added the cut flower garden. This was one of Christy's visions.
My dream to
Love
have this.
it.
Joanna Gaines.
Yes, right?
So take inspiration from people you love and you follow. I mean, if you see something you like, manifest it. And this was ours. And we built the beds here for the fresh cut garden. We had soil donated, and then this was mostly seed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Except for these.
yeah.
Wow.
These are seed.
This is
Everything in there is seed.
Isn't that
beautiful.
incredible?
And so do you guys let the kid, I mean, I know school's out for the summer, but do you guys let the kids make their own bouquets and stuff like that?
We're going to, and they come back in August. Yes.
I love it. You guys could teach them like complementary colors and all that kind of stuff.
And
Oh,
so
how fun.
it'll be a fresh cut flower garden for the kids. We think how fun on Mother's Day or something to do
Yes.
fresh cut flowers.
Yes.
We collect mason jars. So like my mom and other moms, when she has spice jars or mason jars, to put fresh cut flowers in so they can take them home with them.
Oh my goodness. I love it. And the signs.
Yes.
The signs.
Everything, so everybody knows.
Oh my gosh, these are so cute.
Aren't these amazing? I buy these at Trader Joe's in a pack of 5, and they last like.
You know,
I
you
had
can
mine for
dry
5
those.
weeks. Yeah, I had
You
mine
can-
for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
It's just, they're beautiful dried. Absolutely beautiful. And then you got beautiful Rudbeckia here.
So it's like Gladiator when he walks through the field.
And the one beautiful.
Yeah, we were looking at this. Look at the Shasta daisy.
She wanted to be over here with some different friends.
Right. Mother Nature was like, organized? No, you can't be organized. Beautiful zinnias, beautiful cosmos. Oh, I can see you already have the mason jar ready to go. I love this. So who maintains this garden? Is it you two? Do you guys have volunteers?
Yes, both. So Christy and I do overall maintenance. We call ourselves the chief garden officers.
Nice.
We have a chief orchard officer who handles the orchard, and then our head of facilities, Jim, he is our chief composting officer and handles all the compost and vermicompost.
What a business you ladies have started.
It's sustainability, and it's also buy-in from the community.
Yeah.
People see it and they want to be involved, and so we're like, come on in, let's
How
do it.
could you not want to spend so much time in this beautiful garden? I mean, I would want to come here every single day.
So, yeah, the overall maintenance, Christy and Karen and Jim and I do, like watering and any drip line maintenance or anything.
Wow.
But anything else,
Sunflowers.
Your sunflowers are coming. Tell me about this tree, Fund the Trees.
yeah, we built that as a fundraiser for the orchard so that we could purchase the 18 trees. And so we cut out the tree from plywood, and people had the opportunity to purchase an apple for the tree.
Oh my gosh.
And
I want to purchase an apple for
it's
the tree.
ongoing.
Oh, it is. I should do it. I'll do
There's
it.
no room.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, that's so cute.
And if you donate a little more than the apple, you get a shiny gold
You get
platinum apple.
a golden delicious apple.
Golden delicious. That's right. Yeah.
So let's show everyone the orchard over here that we're talking about, that we're donating. I really am going to donate because I want an apple. They're super cute.
So I built this table. Just take a little. So I built
Shelley!
this table and this flower thing.
Shelly!
Oh, we're scrappy. No pun intended.
She made this on a wild Friday night. I was out of town. She sent me screenshots of the table. I'm all, and I don't like to stain wood before I build it. I'm all, can we build it and stain it? And every time we have to build a project, she's like, we gotta stain first. I'm like,
Why do you have to stain first? Why?
no.
You stain first, Jeannie, because if you don't stain first, you can't get into cracks.
Oh.
And it would have different colored cracks.
Oh, perfectionist here.
Yes,
We have a
we
perfectionist
have
here.
a little light brown and a dark brown.
But
stain
it's
there.
beautiful. I mean, what?
It's not beautiful, but it's functional.
No, it's beautiful. What are you talking about? It's
Kids can, do all their planting and activities. We do art in the garden every
Wow.
so often. And
so what is the age range here? Is it kindergarten through 5th, 6th?
Pre-K through 5th grade.
Pre-K, and do all the classes come out
Single
here?
class, and they do the exact same lesson every month. We don't change it.
You don't change
So
it.
that by the, like a pre-K or kindergartner is going to take something totally different than a 5th grader.
Absolutely.
So our idea is every year they're going to build on it. And how we add like new fun things is we pop up after school. We did an arugula salad, then we also did bee bowls and teaching the importance of bees. We had a bee woman here, and then we want to start doing microgreens next year, like doing a little pop up because that's instant gratification.
Oh
for
my
kids.
gosh!
we do the main lessons, which are the real academic lessons.
Yeah.
The kids come out once a month. We have 2 parent volunteers for each class. And every month they come out to learn an activity here in the garden. And then, like Christy said, we supplement with some fun art and like pop-ups.
Yeah.
Local restaurants here like Almighty and Milestone have partnered with us to do pop-ups where they come out and make something based on something we're growing from
That's
the
in
garden.
season.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like Almighty came out and did a ratatouille. And
Wow.
so it was fun for the kids to taste the squash and the egg.
So you guys have like a whole plan of everything that you guys do, you ladies do, and you're volunteers.
Yeah.
Like your moms. Like, you know what I mean? Which
We have
is
a lot of time here.
the hardest job. Being a mom is the hardest job, but I'm just so impressed hearing you ladies talk. Like, you guys are so smart the way that you have run this. It's so incredible.
Thank you. And it's Christmas, as we say, sustainability.
Yeah.
You see so many school gardens that it either gets overwhelming, people leave, and someone else can't carry it
Yep.
on.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what to do next after the first person left.
Too many moving
Yeah.
parts. Like,
Yeah.
let's do something different for 2nd grade, for 4th grade. And a teacher told us, popped over the fence and was like, don't change it. Keep it all the same because they're gonna take something different every year. And those are I should make a t-shirt about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
What
that is
good
so
advice.
true.
We've trademarked that. So
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we won't. Yeah. Nobody
How
call.
it works is we had Good Day Sacramento came out here. We've met with them a couple times.
Which
and-
is our local news.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and they came out here and they were asking. We thought they were gonna put us on TV, and I was like sweating it out. I didn't
we were ready to go. We were like
with our
dressed.
ladies.
Got all your makeup done.
Yeah, ready to go. But then they just wanted to do the kids, and we're like, what are they gonna say? But they nailed it on the composting about what the bok choy looked like, what the eggplant looked like. I mean, we were like, it works.
It
We
works.
walked by and the lady, she's interviewing them, and they're like, and this is bok choy, and this is eggplant. She's like, wait, what? And they're like, bok choy, eggplant. Come
Hello.
on, let's move along.
Come
She's like,
on.
oh my gosh, they know so much.
But what a perfect example in that what you guys are doing is working.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What you're doing for these children and introducing them to veggies and introducing them to how things grow, even introducing them to soil. And I know you do IPM. You teach them
IPM.
integrated pest management, which is crazy. Like, how cool.
Yeah.
How do you teach the kids integrated pest management?
Yeah, so we have artichokes here, and usually every season our artichokes are covered in aphids.
Mm-hmm.
And so we buy ladybugs, and the kids get to learn about, they have a lesson about pest management, what that includes, how we do it without any chemicals, and we let them release ladybugs.
Wow.
And so the ladybugs are eating the aphids and the bad bugs from our plants, and our artichokes are aphid free.
They are. Granted, there was probably 600 ladybugs released on those things. Those aphids didn't stand a chance. But it was fun.
But how
I had
fun.
the gardeners out here, and they were crawling in their clothes, and I turned
That's
around,
so
and they were
sweet.
screaming like they're everywhere.
And they're going to remember that forever. They're going to remember that forever. So are you ladies helping other schools with start their gardening programs? Is that kind of part of your mission?
That is part of our mission,
Yeah.
and it started with people reaching out
Mhm.
to us and asking for help.
Yeah.
We love to help anyhow, because why make it, don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And so we are starting to help some. We helped our local middle school build a culinary garden.
Oh, great.
So they have a culinary program where the kids are learning, if you remember back in the day where you learned to sew and cook.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
it mainly cooking now, but we
Yeah.
help them put their own beds out
Love
there
it.
so they can grow their own food.
Love it.
Those are the students here, so they'll move off to that.
They're like, oh, I know what bok choy is already.
Parmesan for salsa, like all that kind of
So how can someone get in contact with you? Is it Instagram?
Instagram's the
Yeah.
best. And
Okay.
Between two shrubs, reach out. And
I'll put your information in the description down below. And you don't have to do it this crazy,
need to be to this
right?
level.
I mean, not that it's crazy. It's
No.
beautiful.
You're crazy. It's okay. That's why it's not this.
You guys are like me. Like, you don't do anything halfway.
This will be our fourth school year too.
Wow.
This is 3 years of adding and building and fundraising.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Oh, I love it. Show me the rest of the orchard. This is first of all, your signs. I'm so impressed. Your signs are amazing.
So we found just a tip for people that are looking to do a sustainable garden. We tried wood signs, and these metal signs are a little bit more pricey, but they last forever.
They're gonna.
Sustainability.
Yep.
It
You're
lasts.
gonna have it. Oh, this is so
And they're worth
neat.
it.
And you have fruit.
Yeah.
You have. Are those plums over there on the orchard?
we have
Okay, we're
plums.
gonna show you the plums.
Yeah.
Somebody
Is-
planted a plum tree in the middle of the bed.
So going back to the
Oh.
Master Gardener, we have 17 trees, and all of these will stay small. So
Oh.
the Master Gardener program, they teach you that you can keep trees pruned to a smaller size.
Mhm.
So all of these trees will be between 6 and 8 feet tall.
Perfect.
So they will always be little
The
for
kids can
kids
reach.
to reach and
I love that.
it'll be
Oh.
like a mini orchard.
And they are going to just love this so much once they're going to be able to eat this. And then I have to point out, like, look at how fun this is. Who did this sign? What is
make them all.
Oh, Shelly, how fun!
Well, it
I know,
teaches
isn't that
them.
great? Yeah.
I mean,
I was probably in my 30s when I learned what an
That's
exfoliator
same.
was.
I mean, absolutely same. Now I'm obsessed, right?
Well,
It's
and
This one has 4 different apples.
And that's what
Oh,
grafted.
cool.
So if you come on down this way, you'll also learn what grafted means.
oh my god.
Which all of our trees along here that are espaliate are grafted, which means that each of these branches added on is a different apple.
Wow.
So this tree will have 4 different types of apples.
Oh, that is so neat. This is so cool. And you guys have done this from nothing, basically.
Yeah,
which is
no, we actually
amazing.
shoveled and decomposed granite ourselves, like 22 loads with our children.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
like it was like August. It's hot. We love it. It's a labor of love for sure.
I mean, but look at all these apples.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, things seem to be happy here.
Yeah.
Tell me about the pots that they're in. What is this?
No, that's a big question.
This is a
Yeah.
big question. You want to answer?
They're not pots.
They're not pots.
What are they?
It's just tree rings. It kind of divides the
So
decomposed
look here.
granite.
Yeah, here we go.
It's This is
I
something
guess we lifted this one up. So we got a lot of like concern about these.
Yeah.
They're controversial. And the controversy is people think these go all the way down into the ground and are a pot that they grow in, and the roots aren't able to be there. These are aesthetic for the idea that we have decomposed granite in here, and
it's keeping it separate.
So if you,
I'm really glad I asked. I'm really glad I asked because oh my gosh. All right, that makes.
they're supposed to go on the ground more, but we showed this one. So you bury them down.
All right.
Yeah. And that way the water stays,
And
it is pretty, and it is divided out, and it makes it so that it's neat, and everybody knows where the soil goes and where the DG goes. I'm glad I asked because I really thought they were.
Probably would have had some comments on there complaining about this.
Why did they plant their trees in pots? They're never going to grow. I'm glad I asked. All right, let's go this way. So, tell me about this monster of a arch. What is growing on this guy?
This is Shelly's babies.
Shelly, have you named it yet?
We think like Blanche.
Blanche.
What's a good, like Golden Girls?
Frances or.
Yeah.
I like Blanche. Blanche is cute. Yeah.
This is a combo. Christy and I firmly believe in planting a lot of things in one spot.
Okay.
And so you'll see us really pack it in.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Right.
And this is a combination of crookneck squash, pumpkin, gourds. So you'll see some up here. So this one up there. This one is having a situation where she grew in.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Look how cool. So
The kids are going to love that.
She's never coming out.
No, you have to leave that there forever.
And then there's these.
And just showing how it grows
that's so
and how it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger right in its spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How cool.
The weight of it's crazy how we had one over here that was just hanging down. I'm like, how is the weight of that? Like,
It's right here.
Oh my gosh.
So it's here.
Wow.
that's magical.
That's there.
This is so fun.
And then if you look down here, secretly, you'll see Blanche producing some more.
Blanche, you're so good.
pumpkins.
She's a happy girl.
These
We
are-
probably should take these off, maybe.
Is it?
Orange.
Oh, they do.
Oh, they're going to be.
They're turning.
I was wondering if they were the Cinderella.
It's pumpkins in July.
Wow. Free weeds. That's cute.
Yeah, well, you're on
That's really cute. Well, this is amazing. I mean, this is so cool. And then, I see you guys got tomatoes just shoved right in.
There was 3 little tomatoes in here, and whatever is in this garden bed, there's also marigolds, and there's also accidental peas in here.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever have it in your garden where things you think are gone.
Oh, yeah. All the time. All the time.
This is snap peas.
These are the snap peas. They're just-
How fun. How
We
fun.
had snap peas over the arches.
So every fall, we talked about earlier about how we try to plant things that kids can eat and snack on. So during our fall harvest, every one of our trellises has snap peas or some type of pea that the kids can snack
They can just come and grab or
You
something like
notice
that.
this cute sign? I saw this at a Sacramento farmer's market, and I sent this to Shelley, and she had it made like by the next weekend.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so
They
cute.
just unhook, and then she has them. We have them for everything, and you just add them in.
So whatever you guys have planted.
Whatever's planted.
Oh
Adorable.
my goodness.
And then the crow. The spiderweb.
Yeah. I bought
Wow.
that at the dollar store. That's my contribution.
Oh, the crow here.
Scaring everything away.
Yeah.
She's very cute. You got to name her too.
The dollar store is your best friend.
You got to name her too.
This is our gardening mailbox. Just little. We have like we have cookbooks in here.
Yeah.
And kids can take them and read them.
Different things that you can do. Oh, how fun. And I know you guys do a lesson on herbs. Tell us about your herb lesson.
So each of the students gets this clipboard with a dry erase pen. They're laminated. And they have to go find the herbs in the garden. So they walk around and they have to find each of the herbs. They smell it. They rate it 1 to 5. And then at the end, we say which one's the best and which one's the least. And you can always kind of guess, like,
Yeah.
chives are usually like, ew, gross,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
dill. But then they get to kind of smell and rate it. But then
How
we
fun.
planted our mint. So this is our mint bed. And they can come in here. So we have mojito, orange, pineapple, and chocolate.
Oh
and, like,
my gosh.
it's fun.
Yeah.
How
we talk about
great.
companion planting with them and why herbs are important and what are their uses.
Yeah.
You know, that's the educational aspect of it.
Absolutely. What a fun lesson plan to have. That's so cool. This plum tree is ridiculous. It's like, it's ready to go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right?
This is also controversial in that people think we trellis the plum tree,
Oh,
and we did not.
you just let it grow.
The accident is Bob Ross.
It looks beautiful. It looks like it was purposefully done.
The weight of the plums has made the branches fall.
Yeah.
And so when it doesn't have plums, and if you come back, they'll be glorious yet again.
Wow. Oh, this is really, really cool, you guys. And everything's hooked up to drip, right? Or is it sprinklers?
There's drip. It's drip sprays.
Okay, micro
so
sprays.
They're micro sprays.
Yeah.
And so everything is drip micro sprayed for the most part, except our beds. We have put other drips.
How neat. So it's pretty much, I mean, there's still maintenance that needs to be done, but it's not like you guys are here watering with the hose every single day, right?
If it's really hot,
we'll come pop in and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we are in zone 90.
Right.
We get like 105.
Right.
108, so if things are looking weary.
Yeah, we definitely get hot here. Some more cucumbers.
Cucumbers and squash are along these here, and then behind you and in front of you are all the tomatoes.
Wow. Oh, look at this.
I know. That's gorgeous.
Look at that. Oh, look at this.
I know. Look at that.
Oh my
I think that's the Berkeley one from the Wild Boar.
Yeah, it's
a lot of these tomatoes.
Black Beauty.
Black
From
Beauty.
Wild Boar.
Wow.
And these are his Napa cherry tomatoes.
Oh my goodness. This looks incredible.
Christy and I try to have a purpose, and that most of this whole bed here is cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
So those are really snackable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, you do plant very close.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. It's giving me.
Is it giving you anxiety?
No, it's not. It's actually giving me like, oh, I need to go add more plants to my garden.
So we
Do
also
you know
do
what I mean?
the thinning of, see how they're skinny?
Yeah.
And I know I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about how to, pluck the
Yeah.
suckers so that you can get more. And I feel like we have more.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually seen another gardener do this, and they're just as close, actually almost even a little bit closer than this, and they're the most beautiful tomatoes ever. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we have a lot of kids. So if we plant
Yeah.
going back
That's
to
the thing. Yeah.
if you have a small garden, it works and they learn about gardening. And as we have the room, we have a lot of kids at the school. So
Yeah.
we try to plant as much in the variations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we try to encourage that. We had another school who started a garden and she had like 2 zucchinis. We're like, you have 700, 800 kids.
What are you going to do
I
with
know
2
you're not going to
zucchini?
feed everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
Pack it
maximize
in.
what you got.
Yeah, and what's the harm in maximizing? You know what I mean? Like, so you have to pull one of them out eventually. What's the harm in that?
Oh, Blanche.
Blanche.
We let them all go.
Go.
Yeah, she's close to the gills over there.
Blanche needs a sign, Shelley. Blanche needs a sign.
You're going to need a portrait. I'm like,
Oh, I love it. So is this your composting?
Yeah, so this is like my favorite thing. So this, so going back, we had this here for years and kind of used it just through junking,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
And then we went to Soilborn Farms and did a composting class.
Oh, cool.
And they have some of the best classes. And we actually were like, oh my gosh, we have all of this.
Yeah.
So we went with our facilities guy, Jim. The 3 of us took this class, $10, and came back and we revamped this. And now we have actual soil. Look how fluffy and beautiful
so
it
the
is.
whole Soilborn Farms taught us, Chris, you want to come do it?
Yeah, sure.
So these come out.
He
took off. I jammed it.
So
these
can
come
pull
off.
out, yeah.
And the kids have height. So if you're little,
Oh, yeah.
scoop it out.
Oh, my
And then you have the
gosh.
pitchfork. And the kids come out here every day at lunch.
And they do this.
The facility
Yeah.
is got with the facility.
Oh,
And so the kids save their apples. So now with kids' free lunch, they get apples and carrots. So any that they don't eat, they save in a bucket. They bring it out, and we have this has scratching
Our
up
Green
a
Acres.
bucket.
Good job, Green Acres.
And
Yeah.
they dump it, and then they feed our worms.
Oh, my
And then they come over
gosh.
here, and Jim built these. So the kids come over, and they scoop this on. So they do this, and they get down, and they get the good stuff, and they go like this on here.
And you screen it.
Oh,
down.
my goodness.
And it breaks the soil down. And so he built these for the kids.
Wow.
Kids love this. They
And
come
then-
every day at 1.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
it
Look
back,
at our soil. You have to see how
and then come back and be with us this soil.
I mean, what a...
That's your job.
I'm just tripping over
So
it, right?
this year, this is in every bed. So we were able to add this fresh, beautiful soil. Yes.
Ladies.
Isn't that
I'm so impressed with you.
full circle? I
Plus,
love it.
what a great thing to teach a child about, hey, look what your waste can do. Save your waste, put it in here, and you can make some soil to make new food. Like, how cool. I have to take that class.
It's really good. Soilborn Farms does good.
Soilborn Farms. No.
You need to go. It's
Oh,
phenomenal.
I'm
It's like one of
going.
the biggest education places. I would say it's kind of close to Edible Schoolyard, but not as
Yeah.
on different level.
Okay.
But I will say that it was cool. A parent sent a video. She's like, oh my gosh, I taught a class and you guys so inspired me. And she sent us pictures of her composting that her and her daughter set up. Her daughter came up from school and was like, I want this. So they have it all set up and took pictures. And I'm like, that's what it's all for.
That is, I mean, even my composting is a disaster right now. So I'm looking at this like, ooh, I gotta get on it. You guys are doing this in the school garden.
This is a school garden. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
consistently.
we don't
Yeah.
have time at home.
Yeah. Well, you have the kids to do all the work for you. So tell me about this garden. This garden bed.
This is our native plant. There are some that are not natives in here.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of built this. Just one of our lessons also is little pop-ups, is talking to kids about the importance of planting native plants.
Love it.
The Sacramento Native Society, we've bought a couple plants from them. And then I don't know if you're familiar with Miraday,
No.
her mobile native plant nursery.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she comes in the truck.
Yes.
She's been out here twice.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
the last plants we got were from her. Yeah.
So it's a like a nursery woman that
Yeah.
sells plants
Travel
in a
nursery,
truck.
in the truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's usually at farmers markets or
Yeah.
whatever, but she's been out for we call her for events and she always comes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How fun.
For the most part, it's native plants. There's some for pollinators, so
Right.
there's a pollinator garden.
Yeah. Kind of just,
bee balm is like going.
it's
insane
going
right now.
nuts right now.
Isn't
Isn't
that
it
so
beautiful?
Yes.
Oh,
And
and
we also so I live in a mid-century house and I am all about, I have all cactus and succulents. That's like mostly and all my plants are girls.
oh,
Anyway, so I really wanted this here and I wanted to, and a lot of these are clippings from my house, from her house, and like all
Wow.
our travels through California. And we talked to them about the importance of having cactuses and what they do, the pricklies on them and how
Yeah.
they protect them and aloe.
and how they can handle our temperatures
Yes, and drought tolerant.
wow, how fun, you guys.
We just had the El Dorado Hills Garden Tour. The
Yeah.
El Dorado Hills Garden Tour just came out. And
Yeah.
they, our kids, we had kids out here giving tours, and it was fun to listen behind them. They do
It was
take
my
away
son.
things. It was, but he was giving a tour, and he's like, "This is our succulent cactus garden. These are from Germany. These are from Norway, and these are from Ireland." And we're like, "Yeah, okay."
And the Joshua tree. Well, it's illegal to take plants from the Joshua tree.
Let's not talk about that, guys. Let's not talk.
Travels, but not from overseas.
Wow. I think the coolest thing about this whole garden is you guys have obviously jammed in fruits, vegetables, flowers, but everything's so beautiful. How is everything so beautiful? This is the most beautiful garden I've seen, and it's a school garden.
I will say that it's
Lots of love.
lots of love, but it doesn't always happen that way.
Yeah.
Like there are times right now, everything looks really great.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times when, like this bed had a ton of mint in it from a parent
Oh.
from years prior.
Uh-oh.
That, there are maintenance things that it's like, okay, this one didn't turn out. Or you plant a plant and it's like, that one didn't really like that area there. So
Yeah.
Yes.
there are times when, last year our tomato harvest wasn't as great. And
Yeah.
so there are,
It's
and
learning.
valleys.
So now we're dialing back the watering on the tomatoes.
Mhm.
Kind of do a little more dry farming situation.
Right.
But what's interesting about this is we tried this like 2 different years in a row and we didn't have any success because the mint was kind of overtaking as well.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the kids used paper bags. We cut them into squares, soaked them in water, put wildflower seeds in them. They're called seed bombs and buried them. So all 400 students did this.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is like so.
It's
effortless and
gorgeous.
beautiful, right?
It looks like this was on purpose. Like you
Yes,
purposely
yes,
put this
yes.
stuff
It
here.
was all seeds, and they squished their own. They came and dig it, so you can see where it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of kids came over here and planted their seeds. But
Right.
every single spot, and they'll come by now, and you'll see kids at open house. They're like, "Mama, this one's mine.
Yes.
I did this one," and they just have an ownership of. They learned about this one was wildflower and pollinators.
Yeah.
How wildflowers bring pollinators, and
Yeah.
so that's what they learned in this lesson.
I just think that is so incredible. I have 2 daughters and I got them started on weeding. That's like kind of one of their chores. But now they recognize weeds when we're out and about. It's like that's opened that spot in their brain, and now they can see certain things and they're paying attention to certain things. So my point for saying that is these kids that are seeing these plants that they planted from a seed, you guys have opened their eyes to the world, you know what I mean? To the flower world and the plant world, which is so cool.
And isn't it exciting to see? Like, I don't even know what this
I
plant
know.
is.
That is-
Look at that bulb. I mean, it's gonna probably be one of these purple flowers.
That is
But I'm
called
like,
nigella. It's love in a mist.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the bulb on that. Like, not bulb, but the.
And once this dries, you tip it into your hand, and then you can eat the nigella seeds. They're very tasty. They're yummy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teach that.
Yeah, right?
There's some right in front of you. Right there.
Yep.
It looks like an alien.
Yep.
almost.
Yep. It's really, really cool. I love this plant. Yeah, very cool.
So it's fun to see what that
Yeah,
means.
these all came from this pack, and I like this. Everybody at the garden tour had a comment about this plant right here, so we had to look it up.
Oh, here's our pollinator right now.
Oh, hello. Oh, awesome. Well, I just have to say, you guys, great job. You two are obviously so smart and have taken this volunteer job and just kind of ran with it, which you should be really proud of yourselves, right? It's like you have not done this halfway. You've gone 200%, which is really impressive.
We're like, do we really need a playground? Let's just put a garden.
Let's just put another garden. It's more fun to play in a garden, right?
Yes.
But a huge thank you. I want to encourage all of you watching to go check them out at Between Two Shrubs on Instagram. They have beautiful videos showing more things like that. And then you guys said that you might even start doing some more videos like on YouTube and stuff like that, which would be fabulous, fabulous. And again, for those of you who are parents and have school gardens that maybe need a little bit of help, you guys say just
We love it. Yeah,
and just start, right? Like just start with the littlest thing, and then maybe it can turn into something as beautiful as this. Well, a huge thank you for showing us around today. I appreciate it so much. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.
Thank you. Thanks for coming along.